When did the music end? I didn't have my headphones in. I was reading chat. I hope it wasn't too long ago. Hey, everyone. What's up? So, the bot thinks nobody is followed anymore, right? I think it's counting hours by a different method, so it's probably still counting everyone's hours. Speaking of, more hours for us. Tibor, I did check out the Shadow Warrior video that you linked, the gameplay walkthrough. At least part of it that I could during the break. I don't know what to make of that. First person is called Shadow Warrior, but uses chainsaws and guns and powers and all kinds of stuff. I gotta say, it didn't grab me. Nothing about it really grabbed me. But, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll cross my path again. It looked like a first-person shooter with a lot of melee elements, and it looked... I don't know. Does it have a cool story? Is the character... Is there some reason the character was quoting Evil Dead and other stuff? I guess it just didn't click for me. Not yet. He said, oh, it's boomstick time. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. What's up, Davination? It has all kinds of stupid things. Not a serious game. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. So, if you just got here, you're checking this out later on YouTube, we're about to start the Leviathan DLC. Here's our Paragade Shep. You can vote every hour in the Paragade poll. We have a fresh one for each stream. So this is today. Yesterday we were Renegade. Day before Renegade. Or stream before Renegade. Shepard's been Renegade long enough to see that happen. Looks like things have changed. Level 59. Almost maxed out. Make a hard save. Go to Dr. Bryson's lab. We're starting the Leviathan DLC. Oh man, Davination, you didn't get the one you were interviewing for. Sorry to hear that. For the next one. The one that makes the right choice.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Hey, Kim, what's up? Welcome. Y'all done with work? Oh, I messed up one of my cheers.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
So yeah, Prestige, it's got this weird, not quite suction cup thing on the bottom. You can set it on a flat surface and lift it right off, but you try and knock it over, and it won't go. It won't go! It actually does a great job of not spilling my water. I had to put something on my tabletop here that was better. Yeah, a cell phone is not really an optimal surface to try and test it on. It won't go! But it totally works. It's pretty awesome. So. Glad I emptied it first. Good. Won't go! It won't go! Oh, it went. Oh, it went. It's all good. all good. It's not going anywhere. You can still splash it a little bit. Perfect product placement.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
Something escalated very quickly.
The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
Good question.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Sleep well, Sea Star. Good night.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Here we are in Bryson's lab. Play detective for a little while.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
I should take notes on this one day. Just draw it out. We collect information
Does
throughout.
this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Here in the office. So we go around the lab and collect information. And we'll be able to narrow it down, and we still have to, unless I ever write it down or think through it properly, we're going to be sort of trial and erroring it through the
Is this
actual
Prothean?
map.
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Different combinations of search filters result in, well, overlap, like a Venn diagram until you narrow it down. Ah! I want one. Good thing we get to keep that later. I don't know if Dregs is out there right now. Did any work on rapid transit on these particular vehicles? Done some that we've seen in the past few days. Pistol ultralight materials. Let's fragment of Sovereign. What a great idea.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Before we go upstairs and the rest of the lab over there, was here, right?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for
Hey,
murders
Claire,
where the killer
what's
claimed memory
happening?
loss?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
Blackout crimes. Something, there we go. SMG high velocity barrel. That was outside, I think, but got it through the wall. Woohoo!
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Thanks, Edie. To rain on my parade. Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. EDI, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding it now.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, EDI?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Doing so now.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Of course.
Alright, we should have our data. Spread. Reaper activities. Prothean activity. Locations with element 0. Rachni activity. Blackout crimes and creature sightings. Hey, Ash. Ash the Vanguard. Do Rachni have hands to operate ships? I don't know.
Reaper activity?
I think if we...
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Yes, EDI. Let's narrow the search. I don't remember precisely which ones get you a lock. Let's flip them all on and you can kind of see how they
Prothean artifacts.
rule everything out.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Element 0 deposits.
Lab there.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
There's no results, but there were 3
Arachnite activity.
overlapped.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
3 more? 4 more?
No
Perhaps.
results. Some of our search
So-
parameters may be irrelevant. Three possibilities.
Prothean artifacts.
Didn't
No
help.
results.
Thank you.
Some of our search parameters
Thank you.
may be irrelevant.
Thank you, Edie. Thank you.
Three possibilities.
Arachnite activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. Three possibilities.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Oh, this is an awesome mini game.
Three possibilities.
Alien sightings.
We have a match. Marking
Ding
the
ding ding
galaxy
ding
map.
ding.
Good.
What did we
Let's go
have?
find
Alien
Garneau.
sightings, element 0. Let's see him again. We have their symbols. Reapers. Creature sightings. Ezo. Find Garneau. Search possible locations across the galaxy. Got 1. Dr. Chakwas wants to speak with us down in Medbay. Thane been added to the list. And Morden. And Legion.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glyph.
KG, yeah, it wasn't the first visit to the wall. I wasn't trying to read all familiar. Aiden on the other side, indeed. You. Alitha was on there. Presley. Elenko. Jenkins. And Jenkins popped up and said, "That was awesome! Alliance needs more soldiers like him." More red shirts, really? There's no. Trainer's gotten very quiet. So, we're gonna head to that system. Colonel's looking much cleaner since that pass through the Citadel. Sphere and not get it turned in. We could do that next time we're back on the Citadel proper. You don't like Legion? Prestige. Elston Rift.
I found something. Evasion successful.
Get those on the way back. Fuel I would have saved anyways.
Signal confirmed. We have located Garneau.
Oh! Mahavid. Metallic asteroid in the very sparse Nahata belt. Has high nickel and iron content in the form of camosite. Rights to mine Mahavid belong to TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. Close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population 152. Pre-invasion. Have you ever wanted to learn about the applications of tungsten? Don't really get to do anything down here. Who has anything good to say about anything? Anybody have any special dialogue down here? Weapons got reset again. Why again? Because of the Reaper, the special Reaper weapon at the end of the Rannoch mission, I suppose? Duration.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've already
Good
eased
guy
out some
Cortez.
Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Any more intel on what this Leviathan could have been?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is this Garneau human, Bryson's partner, we must locate.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Understood.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. Grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
I'm thinking bringing just James and Javik here. I don't really know, to be honest. Screen tearing. Sorry, I didn't write it correctly. Screen tearing.
Before the serious troops arrive.
It's likely the civilians will be frightened.
Two roots down. We be fast and they be slow. Screen tearing, refresh rate mismatch. You see horizontal lines, not like colored lines, but it looks like the image has a line, like a scan line in it almost. I see it sometimes in the OBS preview, and I don't see it, and I play games with VSync on because I'm picky about it, but there could be, I don't know, there could be things going on. I'm just wondering if it makes it into the VODs. I don't want that. I'd want to do something about it if it did. I don't really get time to go back and seriously look at the VODs, so it could be happening and I wouldn't know.
All guests need to sign in at reception.
People were telling me about it.
What's with this business as usual?
I see it right now during this cutscene preview.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
I'd like to know more about the applications of tungsten.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken. And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Something ain't right here, Loco.
Let's look around. Careful.
James is pretty quick. Prestige, it's possible it's not in the VODs, and it's only in the preview that OBS shows. The preview might not be V-synced, and that could be the issue. I'm not gonna worry about it for now. I just wanted to match up noticing it like I did in the cutscene with a highlight so I could check on it. The test reportedly pushed the subject past his emotional breaking point. The subject is currently in a catatonic state and being treated in hospital. All further tests planned for this subject have been canceled. Moving forward, a new screening process will be put in place to prevent similar delays. Maybe if you just engage them further about tungsten, draw them out, real sneaky like.
Even for primitives, their behavior is odd.
Even for primitives.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Here's our guide the drone tutorial. Oh, it'll come up later, I promise.
Repairs initiated.
Hot dogs, what's up? One who makes me hungry with every arrival.
What have you heard, indeed?
Oh.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
We know nothing. Go away.
You don't belong here.
He just made air quotes. What did he make air quotes for? Great. Access granted. Security log, past 7 days. Jan Randall, Alex Garneau, Stephen Bragg, Fiona Triffin. Tamalak, good night. You gotta get up early tomorrow. Sleep well. Speaking of getting up, are you just gonna stay up all night, Prestige? Your plan now.
The security log at the elevator mentioned a Dr. Garneau. Why are they lying about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
After comparing the stomach contents of Varen from 8 different regions, we must reevaluate our current understanding of their feeding practices. The tungsten guys remind you of the Tranquil? I could see that. Whoever is moving my stuff! Some of the data I've been compiling on how historical weather events affect Hanar government have gone missing. If you moved it, please return it. It's the culmination of years of research. If you need me to help you find space for your project, just ask. I'd be happy to help. Tennis.
Shouldn't these people be mining or something?
Well, that would be silly. Note to staff, this new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with all third-generation plants.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Doing a solid 10 without any sleep is kind of impossible. Alright, man. Sleep well, Prestige. I hope you do get some good sleep. I've not eaten enough today. I need to eat something.
That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
The Turian pain threshold before psychosis is too high.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Oh, it's the kind of thing you hear at all mining facilities.
Welcome to the Mineral Lab. Our researchers are always hard at work.
I'm gonna eat some.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Are you following me? Are you threatening me?
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Thank you, Wombat.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Due to an increase in electrical storm activity, communications with the beta site research team have been delayed. We ask all those awaiting data to be patient. Please be patient. Current forecasts indicate that the storms will dissipate by the end of the week. Regular communications will resume at that time.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
EGES Personnel Review. Jeremy Brown, ID 23195. Sector E Maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. Oscar, how are you doing? Thank you for the host. Welcome. Being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others.
Personnel ID.
Turn back, Commander.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
TGS Mineral Works is focused on
You shouldn't be here.
Oh, they keep telling me.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied. This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
Quality of the ore samples from Sector 4 are tapering off. As of 1/15/2175, that area will begin decommissioning procedures of mining operations. Still ultralight materials, another one. Excellent. Be up near 200% again. December 23rd, 2178. Andrea, I miss you. Why won't you return my emails? Mother is very ill and needs to see you. Love you. Come home soon, Dad. Missing here. Hanging out. Oscar, I hope you've been well. Shop, what's up? Almost missed you there. Vibe of this place. Visiting in-laws for the first time.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
It's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. And more important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets.
Been up to snapshot.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
Looks like he had full access before he went into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the medbay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I've got the file number.
Got it.
Let's go get Garneau.
Let's go.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Been working and lurking a lot. Excellent. So you've been out there some. Glad you popped up. The work's going well. You can lurk it all. If you're working and lurking and you can lurk it all, that's good. I call it good. Found. Anyone in there? Anyone in there? Looks pretty empty, right? No one hiding under the table. All right, just checking. Just checking.
Is that Garneau?
Hope the hell it isn't.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
What about the artifact you talked about in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine. He is not himself. This is not Garneau we are talking to.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
How's it go, you two? You need to get up really early to go to work?
Someone cut the power.
Gonna get some sleep before then?
There he goes.
They cut the power? What do you mean they cut the power? They're animals!
We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garno's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
The map indicates a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
I can't possibly.
I'd be worried if there weren't Reapers.
Alright, James. That's good. That's solid. Back and forth. One button to rule them all.
There he goes.
Nuts, I think, my party choices for this. Oh well.
Affirmative.
Ravager's still alive? But no.
Heads up. Enemies on that upper balcony.
Watch our flank.
Bye-bye now. Have a nice trip. Oh, come on, it didn't arc to either one. Clown shoes! Turians. Floating Turians. Well, Reaper-fied. Marauders!
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Some Ravager in there. If you haven't figured that out. Just in a weird spot.
What just happened?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
I'm seeing the trouble spots. The drone could handle it.
We'll need to escort it.
But the drone is damaged. Its
Let's
power
batter,
reserves are
appearing,
limited.
disappearing, reappearing. Oh, level cap. Stay close to the drone. Okay, yeah, you gotta actually stay close to the drone.
To be closer.
Push, Javik. Got this. Crack. Another Ravager? Of course there is. Where did the drone go? Right there. Can I take cover right here?
I hear you.
Crunchy munchies!
Drone over there, Shepard.
Did I just get nuked by a little bug? What is even attacking? Banshee over there. Alright, hold on. Shield's coming. Didn't even get the party. Damn. Yep, that was cold. I think that was friendly fire, took out the party.
head back. Door should be online.
Bye-bye! Snapshot. Happy lurking, man. We'll see you later.
The darkness can't be breached.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I've got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau! Damn it.
Holy shit.
Commander, check this out.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. Looks like he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Ann Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. Couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
These people are unaware of the past 10 years. Many things will shock them. It would seem Leviathan has the power to take down a Reaper, and possesses the ability to indoctrinate.
Maybe this thing is a Reaper.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? And more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Powerful and dangerous. That's what they are.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Brilliant! Back to the Citadel. Back to Bryson's lab. Next stop for the DLC, Citadel, Leviathan. An artifact in Dr. Bryson's office is tied to Leviathan. Return to the lab. Investigate the artifact. Let's do that. And I think before we go on to the next big leg of the Leviathan DLC, it will be break time again, won't it? At 1 on time, 2. Something. Time flies. Time just flies. There is something else in the system, though. Cool, maybe. The Leviathan DLC, when we get to the big push, it has more to explain what's going on with the Reapers you get from the rest of the game, including the end. Makes for some pretty interesting stuff. Member of the Formor Belt. Bryce is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of many starships and handheld weapons. Large robo-mining operation from Kaelston existed here, but the miners quickly abandoned the area when they learned they were in the path of the Reapers. Synth Diamond. Fuel! Done a pretty good job, though. Scanning most of the galaxy this time around. We missed much. Good things earlier on, before the Citadel attack. Steph, I'm good. Good. Okay. I am hungry. That's what I am. I'm hungry. I did not eat enough today. I ate a little bit of not proper sushi before the stream, like a crab something or other. It was what they had. I wanted a crunchy roll with tuna. Have it. But all problems. That was all I ate. I ate a very small amount of not sushi before the stream. Been munching on crackers here. But I was starting to fade out a little earlier. I better eat something during the break coming up. Something rubber.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. Bryson's assistant, Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Energy emissions tests. Derek Hadley. Artifact tests negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up tests. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Journal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. May be more useful than Leviathan in the long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies.
We're testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Yes, EDI, leave it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
EDI, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, EDI.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Yay, we get to do that again. Okay. Find Anne Bryson. Search the lab for clues, narrow it down on the map.
Can you identify this, EDI?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos
Hey,
Nebula.
Alice. Privyet. How are you?
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Iceman. Happy lurking.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Task Force Aurora. Current travel requisitions. Project Basilisk. Team leader Alex Garneau. Transport MSV Kirkwall. Kirkwall. Project Scarab. Team leader Anne Bryson. Transport MSV Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. There are specifications for...
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay. We can rule out the relay system.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Wind protection gear. Didn't need an environmental suit.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets. What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attican Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Good. Maybe a little bit. Let's see.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Not sure it matters.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
To the Normandy.
Last break was a little late. This one's going to be just a little bit early because it's in between segments of the Leviathan mission. The next part, going after Anne Bryson, is going to take a little while. Probably just do all that in one chunk. How much of Leviathan is there still? I'd say the next 2 hours of the stream, probably going to be Leviathan. We've got a good chunk left. All the main stuff. I mean, we're just setting it up. What is Leviathan? We found some information. We went after Garneau. Garneau's dead. But we haven't really gotten anywhere with it yet. Let me mark this. Leviathan, part 1. Break. So I'm going to take a break, 10 or 15 minutes. I'll be back. We'll continue. If you're taking off, have a good one. Otherwise, we're halfway through the stream. We've got more to do. We're going to finish the Leviathan DLC and do a little more. Tomorrow's a 12-hour stream. We're going to do the Citadel DLC, possibly make it all the way to Endgame. We might not. We might not. We might be finishing this on Monday. But as of now, I'm keeping my eye on tomorrow's 12-hour stream, possibly getting through the rest of the game. I will see you all real soon. Cheers.